Yo, Biggie Astrology, Astro-Weather Week, the 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th of August. It's Virgo season, Astro-Weather. Pew. Grand Rising, good people. It's Eric Taylor, Biggie Astrology. How you doing on this Monday? Make it happen Monday. August 26th, August 27th, 28th, and 29th. And I'll be back early Friday morning because I'll be busy on Friday doing my conference for the weekend. So we have got a lot to talk about today, right? So it's Monday, the moon's in Gemini. Mercury is still retrograde in Leo. It goes direct on Thursday the 28th, right? Wednesday the 28th, Thursday is the 29th. And today is the moon day. Tuesday, the 27th, Mars is our action day, the day of Mars. Think about it, Tuesday. Wednesday, Mercury, lungs, right? Emails, all that. And then Thursday, hips, thighs, learning, teaching, sharing your beliefs and philosophies, Jupiter. Okay, so the moon's in Gemini, 8 degrees. We'll finish up. We're looking at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Finish up at around 13 degrees East Coast, 14 West Coast. So in a conjunction to Jupiter, then obviously, Tuesday we'll get to Mars, but it will be squaring the Saturn tonight, okay? And early in the morning as you're sleeping, prayers to everybody. It was a landslide in Alaska yesterday when the Taurus moon was conjunct Uranus. That conjunction, sudden events, extreme weather, hurricanes, landslides, tsunamis. So yeah, the weather is still kind of active and things are happening. Prayers for everybody dealing with hurricanes, tsunamis, flooding, Neptune retrograde, the moon activating Uranus. These things can still happen and play out. Be mindful and careful with all that energy this week. Venus, Virgo, will go to Libra on the 29th. Mercury retrograde ends on the 28th. Won't get out of the shadow period, I would say, to like around the 10th, the 11th of September, okay? So really, you'll start to feel, this has been a challenging Mercury retrograde. I've been talking to people at Coffee Talk, everybody had a great time this weekend, talking about Venus. It's Friday the 13th of September. I'll be doing in the mini Coffee Talk, $11, 70 minutes, Donald Trump's chart. We just did last month, Kamala Harris. And then we're probably going to look at the eclipses, towards the end of September. It's going to be early on a Sunday morning. I believe it's Sunday, September 29th. Okay, and we'll look at the solar eclipse early in October. We'll miss that lunar eclipse on the 17th, but I will, give you videos and break that down for you guys. But let's get into the chart. So we have a Gemini moon and Cancer moon week, okay, for the Astro-Weather, and then we'll get into the Leo-Virgo Astro-Weather weekend. So really excited, and a big week for me presenting at IAMS, the International Association of Near-Death Studies. I'll be presenting and then doing astrology readings the 30th and 31st. And my first real public speaking engagement since I was a professional actor doing live theater, so very excited, little nerves, but that's what happens before you get ready to perform. But just sharing my story, activating the throat chakra, and speaking my truth. All right. And let's see the truth about the chart and the Astro-Weather. Please, tomorrow, losing my head with the numbers, but episode 242. No, I'm sorry. Episode 240 comes out tomorrow with Miss Kimberly Braun. 241 with El Suramaga comes out on Friday, and then 242 that I recorded today with Ms. Betty Guadagno. Oh my God, amazing. NDE, prostitution, transformational coach, healer. I mean, she was a drug addict, went through it. She now does the podcast for IAMS and is an event coordinator. Amazing woman, amazing story. Scorpio rising like me. That will be out next, I believe next Tuesday, and then next Wednesday I'll be back live for 2:43. So that's the lineup, okay? Won't see you live till next Wednesday. But yeah, Astro Weather Week. Let's get to the chart. Big E Astrology Virgo season. Virgo Birth Chart Sale. Sun, Moon, Rising. 40 to 50 minute custom video summary, mini movie of your life, transit recording in the video, videos of your planetary placement. Normally 300 Virgos, it's only $204 for you. This is the last year, you guys, of these huge sales, so take advantage. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Risings. Book it at my new email, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. Super excited about this Virgo birth chart sale. And then 65 minutes live over Zoom, normally 200. It's only 105 for you Virgos. It's a big sale for my Virgos. I'm a Virgo sun. One of my sons has got the Virgo sun and moon. I got a Virgo rising sun. So my two older boys. So yeah, Virgo's in the house. So yeah, reach out. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. 65 minutes live over Zoom, live Q&A. We'll break down the full chart and you receive the recording and videos as well. Let's get to the chart for the Astro Weather Week, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. Big E Astrology. Pew. Yo, it's Monday, oh, whoa. It's the moon day. You don't feel like doing much. We're looking at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. That Gemini moon, yeah. We see it was yesterday hitting that Uranus that described the things in Alaska. Oh, praying for the people. Trying to stay out of the whole political stuff, but RFK Jr. had a very powerful speech, speaking a lot of truth to power. That a lot of people think that he's such a contrarian and a radical, and don't think he's doing the Kennedy name justice, yada, yada, yada. But I got to tell you, we should be in gratitude to him. And it's a shame we can't get a 3 to 5 party system, but he's not crazy. Just because he speaks about stuff that is out of your wheelhouse, maybe try listening and doing a little research, because he's telling you what we all know about how, the powers that be are messing us up through the food, et cetera, okay? So just pay attention. May not agree with him on a lot of stuff. That's okay, but the man is really, really smart, and RFK Jr., definitely powerful. And we'll be doing his chart in October, even though he dropped out. So this Gemini moon, right? I told you it will wind up in a conjunction to Jupiter, Regal, squaring the Saturn, okay? Jupiter, Saturn square is still rocking. We got to the 16 degrees. Remember I told you, this is staying at 29. Pluto is you see closer and closer. September 1st, late night, and then the 2nd, it's ingressing back into Capricorn, right? We still got Lilith retrograde in Virgo. We got Juno in the South Node. The nodes are still at 7. Squaring Ceres, Goddess of Harvest, or Ceres, however you want to pronounce it. My Ceres, Aries, the Ram video will be coming out this week, maybe on Wednesday, okay? So I'll be releasing that, and then part of Fortune in the 8th house, maybe this week or over the weekend, all right? So just giving you some updates. But yeah, Lilith and Venus sort of, squaring the sun, moon square we had earlier this morning. The sun will be at 4 degrees before the day's out. You see the Mercury retrograde stations direct on the 28th in Leo. Still communicating from your heart and reanalyze and assess, how are you viewing the entertainment and political system? because you're going to see more structures falling, dissipating, financial, political, medical, entertainment. When Pluto goes back into Capricorn, September 1st to November 19th, get ready to see the veils dissipate and the illusion go away. And you may hear some things that are hard for you to fathom or believe, but yeah, they are true. And so get ready. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But be prepared. No fear. And know that we're choosing the timeline we want to choose on. So I'm choosing the timeline of the fifth dimension of love, putting in the spiritual work, being an active participant, and trying to help the collective raise its vibration and frequency. And so my Astro Life Transformational Program will be a big part of that. My community that I'm building, my 11th house crew and Knowledge is Love community. Knowledge is Love will be for anybody that's booked a service for me for free in a community. And then the 11th house crew community, that's a subscription, $28 a month. You're going to get 2 coffee talks, worth $31, so you're already saving 3, 15% off all services. And then after 6 months, you will get a free transit, mini hater, mini love, or mini career reading, exclusive deals and content from my podcast guests. I mean, some huge offers that would be worth the $28 in itself, and so much more. You want to join, I'm telling you, it's going to be better than Hulu and Netflix. You want to join the Big E Astrology community, my 11th house crew. Really excited, and hopefully I can get this stuff done and out in September and can get back to finishing up my book, all that good stuff. So, you're going to see this Gemini moon. Really, basically you're going to experience it Monday, Tuesday, okay? Tomorrow, let's see, should be at around 20 degrees, and then we'll finish up, and early Wednesday morning, we'll go into Cancer, okay, for Wednesday, Thursday, and part of Friday. So we're dealing with the Gemini and Cancer moon, and then the Astro-Weather weekend, like I said, Leo, Virgo. So definitely communication. Emotionally, the moon and Gemini, you need to communicate. The Virgo sun, it's more receptive. The Gemini moon is more outward. So there's going to be a lot of talk and communication about, Hamas, Hezbollah, Israel. A lot of communication about a ceasefire, a lot of communication about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, RFK Jr., a lot of communicate, like people, you're going to feel Monday and Tuesday, it is gossip, talky, information, data, a lot of stuff on social media. Just try to maintain the spiritual discernment. The Gemini moon was coming off the trine late last night, early this morning to Pluto. And the Gemini moon is trining the Libra South node. So you could even get downloads and get communications and guides from your guardian angels, your ancestors, and spirit guides today, Monday. So I would take some time Monday to tap into that. I'm going to go meditate by my tree and talk to my mom and dad, all that stuff. Very important. Hey, it may sound woohoo, but I'm a real practical dude. I only do it because it works. I'm about what really is real. Hugging a tree, grounding in nature, so good. Really helps my back, my chakras, everything. And, this Venus-Mars square can definitely get into a lot of stuff around the genders and the Harris-Trump war debate type stuff, you know what I mean? But let's just pray for all of our leaders to have a change of heart, to put America and the human beings, not only the 1%ers and the extreme wealthy first, because that's really needed and important. And really for them to actually start to talk about real issues. And that's what RFK Jr. brought up, Marianne Williamson, Cornel West. These are people running for president. We need to talk about real issues. You don't necessarily get that. You get insults and so-and-so's weird and she's this and he's that from Trump and Harris. And it's very immature and childish. We need real issues to be brought to the table to help us with what we're experiencing here, especially on Earth and in America, because we are going to get better, but we need to hold our leaders to a higher standard and not fall for illusion, entertainment, and deception. It's not worth that. You know what I mean? We need truth. We need real practical things that are going to help us improve our lives and not take away our power and control, our freedom and liberation. All right? So let's get to Tuesday, Astro Weather, August 27th. And happy birthday, Virgos. Big E Astrology. Pew. All right. Tuesday, think about it. Tuesday, the day of Mars. I'm going to give you rhymes and spit some bars. Chiron and Aries. You see the nodes getting ready to move to 6 degrees. There's Gemini moon conjunct Mars. So yeah, 20 degrees, just like I said. So we'll finish up at around 26 degrees East Coast, 27 on the West Coast. So around, I would say, let's see, around 6 a.m., you'll see on Wednesday, around 6 a.m., it will go into Cancer. So that means Cancer will be, Wednesday, Thursday, and un poquito Friday. And then we'll have the Cancer, Leo, and Virgo moon over the weekend, okay? A little bit of the Virgo moon, probably late Sunday night. So, moon conjunct Mars, there could be a lot of debates and arguments. Try not to get too caught up in stuff. And this moon is going to activate the Lilith and the Venus in the square. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on dealing with our communications about humanity, service, health, right? Issues about gender. A lot of this stuff is going to come out. Just be mindful of the news and all that stuff, but really think about for yourself on Tuesday, the day of the planet Mars, where you are, lifting the weights, running your errands, but trying to maybe do your own research. Don't rely on the television or just the big major news sources. Do a little investigation. Maybe it's, the end of summer, before everybody goes back to school and work after Labor Day. Some states, Arizona, we're in our 4th week of school, but, some states, people have been, already back, but after Labor Day, everybody's back. Well, definitely analyze and get ready for your fantasy football drafts. I got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week. I got 6 drafts, 3 money leagues, 3 free leagues. I'm excited and ready. But with this Mercury 21, so it's maybe it gets down to 28, but maybe it stays at 21 degrees. We'll see tomorrow when it goes stations direct. So it's really slowing down. So it may just stay at that 21. And that's where the Mercury is really in that trine to Chiron. And so through the introspection and really activating your heart and kind of connecting to your inner child, when this goes direct, you're going to find breakthroughs in the healing. But you have to be willing to vibrate in purity and authenticity and from your heart chakra, but journal, write the letters to your younger self, initiate healing. I did so much work and then I found out I needed to do even more. Right? I focused on 6 and 9 and 10 and found out I still got stuff to work on from 11, 7, 11, and 15 years old. So, it's okay though. That's what it's about. You're not a finished work. You have to get uncomfortable with change and growth. Be willing to be uncomfortable so then you can evolve and ascend. That's why squares and oppositions are helping us, and that's why this energy is aligned the way it is. And after this Aquarius super full moon, to really push us through the spiritual practice and discipline to start to tap in to our spirit guides and ancestors and discernment so that we can be the highest versions of ourselves and tap into our ancestors and spirit guides. We're here for this. We're here for this awakening. Some people will stay, but remember I told you, More people are going to awaken that you do not expect from September to November. And this could be caused by real tragic events or just the energy that really pushes people to get the revelation that something is off, that we're living in a false matrix reality, these physical avatar bodies, and we are not victims, we are co-creators. Our soul selected this birth chart. Our soul selected our soul contracts. We chose these traumas and karmas to experience so that we can awaken in this lifetime and heal and grow. You know, this is Earth School, but it's an experience, you know, like, and we're reflections of the Creator, which is why we have to be our true authentic selves. And that's why that is the highest vibration and frequency, authenticity, right? Joy, gratitude, love, and authenticity, top 4. But when you're authentic, then you can live in self-love and vibrate from your heart chakra. And you got to speak your truth. What are you here for except to exist and experience and be in the truth? Stop lying to yourselves. Stop thinking that everything that they spoon feed you is real or true. I mean, you know, that whole conspiracy theory term, you know that because they created it for you. So stop using it and have an original thought on your own. The fact that there are conspiracy theories is because there's a lot of things that we're being misguided and misled on and being lied to about. Like Columbus discovering America, like fluoride being good for you. You know what I mean? So come on, like you have to think of it just like you think of a relationship. If your government could lie to you about like 35 things, why wouldn't they lie to you about another 200-300 more? Because we know the different historical lies. So just, you know, start to, you know, don't just label people as crazy or whatever, and don't fear anything, but do this Moon, Mars, do your own research. Right? And squaring Venus, yeah, maybe you get pushed to see, you know, some different things about health, food, fashion, entertainment, you know, about nutrition, right? Watch the podcast with Elizabeth Joseph from Be More Clean and Joseph Octaviani from Life the Plant Way. Last week was Health Week. Amazing episodes, okay? 237 and 238. I've had some amazing guests, and I'm going to keep bringing them, all right? If you know of somebody, you can email me to recommend, or if you'd like to be a guest on my show, reach out to me, eric@BigEAstrology.com. Enjoy Tuesday. Moon will finish up at around 26 and then 27 degrees. And yeah, this Moon and Mars are in the energy of squaring Neptune. So remember I told you, you're going to start to feel it Tuesday, but really that Mars square Neptune, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know, you're going to really feel it the next, this whole rest of this week. All right. So going into September 2nd at least. So get ready. All right. Or September 4th when it goes into Cancer, Mars. All right. And then it's going to, you know, activate a whole nother bunch of stuff, especially early September when Mars opposes Pluto retrograde at the 29th degree. Adios mio, Lucy. That's Tuesday the 27th. Let's get to Miércoles, Wednesday, Astro-Weather for August 28th, BigEAstrology. Yo, wake up Wednesday, the day of Mercury. Looking at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon again, just like on Tuesday. Happy birthday, Virgos, Virgo season. Logical, analytical mind. And look at that. So, what you're seeing for Wednesday, and it's 9 Pacific, okay? Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. Do you want some more? Well, the moon, right? Remember I told you it would finish up around 26, 27 degrees? Well, now it's at 3 degrees, right? From 27, 12 noon, 6 hours, okay? So, well, really 12 hours, okay? Gives you 6 degrees. 1 degree every 2 hours. The moon is in a sign in a house for every 2.5 days and a progress chart every 2.5 years. So, Cancer moon, right? You know it's going to trine Saturn and Neptune, throughout, Thursday and Friday morning, okay? So, this Cancer moon, that means Wednesday, Thursday, a little bit of Friday, let's just say Wednesday, Thursday, Cancer sun signs, intermittent fasting, no drinking, no alcohol, no drugs, no sex, no cursing. Reactivate your cells, intermittent fasting, eating with the circadian rhythms of the sun, grounding and earthing in nature. It will really reset you and benefit you, right? Get the oregano oil, work on your health, black seed oil, warm, hot lemon water, cayenne pepper. Yeah. So definitely check that out. Do get into different things, but you're going to feel a little bit more emotional and sensitive with this Cancer moon, but it does reset the Cancer sun signs. And this Cancer moon is sextiling the Virgo sun. It's going to finish up at around 9 degrees East Coast, 10 degrees on the West Coast, right? It's also going to oppose Ceres Goddess of Harvest on Wednesday. So, this is where we can see, where we can provide safety and security for ourselves with planting some herbs, some food, some fruits and veggies. Get the ashwagandha, the spirulina, the sea moss, the burdock root, but plant some thyme, basil, mint, rosemary, okay? Help, with your kids, giving the kids oregano oil, back to school, germs. We already had a kid sick, missing school for 2 days. Trying to protect other kids. The oregano oil is so powerful. So you're going to see, Mercury going direct. So Mercury stops at the 21 degrees, the retrograde, and it will station direct on August 28th. All right. So we survived another Mercury retrograde. We still have Chiron, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune. Uranus will join the party to get it back to 5 planets. October 11th ends the retrograde of Pluto, but it's in Capricorn until November 11th. Okay? So just remember that. The Virgo Birth Chart Sale, Eric at BigEAstrology@gmail.com. Sun, Moon, Risings, 105 or 204. Do you want some more? All right. And if you do not know your birth time, you can still book a reading with me and we'll have a phone call to help you figure it out. I love doing that for people, reenacting the chart. And then also, after you do the custom video summary, you can pay $40 to do a 30-minute Q&A to ask any questions after you receive the chart reading, the transit, and all the stuff. Okay. So that's really fun too. So that would take it from the 204 to 244. All right. So just a thought. Definitely check out the website, BigEAstrology.com, for all services and signing up for my newsletter. I have to get one out probably in September. Just so busy right now, but I promise to get one out first or second week of September. Definitely want to do that for all the Virgos, but I'll still send out some emails so you know what's up with the birth chart sale and everything. So the Virgo sun getting ready to get to 6 degrees at 5 degrees. And, like I said, the moon will sextile it. Mercury in September will go back into Virgo. Remember, Venus is headed, you see. Now, this Venus is opposing Neptune. So really, you're feeling it all this week, 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th, right as it goes into Libra, the opposition to Neptune. So we're really not seeing things clearly about entertainment. And remember, all these companies are firing workers, huge layoffs at Paramount, Disney. Disney's going through like a potential takeover. Things with the music industry and AI and technology, illusion, deception, confusion. Even stuff with Matthew Perry, right? I knew when he passed that there was some funny business, and it goes deeper than even what they're revealing. They've got to relook at Whitney Houston and Aaliyah, okay? There's a lot of stuff. So just I tell you, it's funny because the same people that will label somebody's conspiracy theorist, then years later, when the truth gets revealed, they don't ever admit that, wow, I was wrong, or I was wrong for believing the lie in the beginning. So question yourself, why don't you admit to being wrong, or like say like, wow, and even say to those people that you labeled as conspiracy theorists, like, why don't you say to them like, wow, you were right, I didn't believe that, but oh my god, there was so much more to this. It's okay. We have to be able to admit to being wrong, forgive others, and say sorry. It makes us human. When you just act like, oh, you perceive the world perfectly, then you can't grow. It's okay to be like, wow, I was lied to and deceived, and I believed it. Don't you want to stop being lied to and deceived, and start to tap into your intuition so you can discern and read between the lies, and how you're being misguided? I think that would be important, and an important step to mature and grow as a soul in this physical avatar body and experience, okay? Wait till you listen to these. I got 3 NDEers back to back: Kimberly Braun, El Suramaga, and Betty Guadagno. I mean, all 3 women went through powerful NDE experiences and just amazing stories, okay? 2, potential suicides, and 1 with a major infection. It's, heavy, okay? Yeah, so really fascinating. And I may do a podcast interview, not even an interview, but yeah, I may do a podcast sharing my NDE, and ask you guys to send in questions, and just, not live, but just, email some questions or things you may want to know, and just do an episode where I completely share and talk about it. Okay. So that just came on my heart and spirit. And so maybe on the 3-year anniversary, I may record that, and release that. I have to figure out when, but yeah, that may be, yeah, that may be an interesting podcast for to come out on September 6th, when I fell into coma. So I may release that September 6th at 11 p.m. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see how that works. So, whew, boy, I tell you, it's a lot. But this is Wednesday. We're going to get to Thursday, and the Lilith, right, is retrograding, and it's starting to get, into a little conjunction with the sun. It's not exact though. It's, a little, but you feel it. And so tap into your intuition. Virgo and Lilith, Virgo Sun, Virgo Mercury, that intuition is in your root chakra and your gut instinct, and that's pheromones, hormones, and our instincts that we feel in our stomach. And Virgos are very intuitive. People may not know this. Virgo moons are really one of the most intuitive signs. Pisces is more psychic, but the Virgo is super intuitive, and it's in your gut and in your stomach. So for the collective energy, we need to really feel and listen to our gut. Watch out for the Venus Neptune opposition, and this Cancer moon, 7 and 10 degrees. So when we get up tomorrow, Thursday, it'll be at about, I may go later in the day, but yeah, it'll be around 10 degrees. I'll just keep it at 12 noon Eastern. All right, that's the astro weather for the 28th, Wednesday. Let's go to Thursday, August 29th. Happy birthday to my stepfather-in-law, Hal Teeters, Michael Jackson, and my dear friend and a future podcast guest, Toy Taylor. Okay, the motivating beauty coach. She works on films and TV shows, doing like hair and makeup. Really makeup. She is an amazing woman and does twist up my locks for me. Yeah, she's hopefully going to be coming on the middle of September, so you can meet Toy Taylor. Fascinating woman and story. All right, let's get to Thursday, August 29th, Astro-Weather Week, BigEAstrology. Pew. I tried Thursday, the last day of the Astro-Weather Week. The day of Jupiter. Well, listen, research, read, speak your truth, gain some wisdom and knowledge, book a birth chart reading, book the Virgo Birth Chart Sale, Eric at BigEastrology.com. It's Virgo season. We rhyme for a reason. And dun 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 dun, Venus has entered Libra, ladies and gentlemen, on the 29th, right? Mercury is direct. You're going to start to feel that. And the Cancer moon at 16 degrees. So the Cancer moon will finish up at around 22 degrees. And that will take us to Friday morning at 12 noon Eastern. It'll be at like 28. So it's going to go into Leo on Friday at around 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay? So that will give us that kind of Friday, yeah. So you'll see the Leo moon, okay, and the little bit of the Cancer moon Friday morning, the Leo moon Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the end of Sunday that Virgo moon, okay. So that should be really interesting. I guess it'll be a Leo moon for me at the conference on Friday and Saturday in my 10th house. That's perfect, right? In the public image legacy career, I'll be shining bright with the Leo moon and my Leo hair mane. So the chart is supportive for the Scorpio rising. I love it. Thank you, God. So yeah, so you see the Lilith getting, going direct a little bit further, 17 degrees, and the Virgo sun. So this Cancer moon, though, it is going to be trining Saturn retrograde in Pisces over here at the 16th degree, okay? So that's where you're going to really have this easy flow of wanting to nurture and care for those who are feeling less than, limited, or restricted. This can be a very compassionate, empathetic energy. And where people may really feel like, wow, I do need to donate to help somebody in Gaza or someone in the Congo. I haven't done anything yet. This has been like, oh my God, almost a year, 11 months, right? And it's like, whoa, like, really? I mean, is that enough payback? Let's I'm not going to get into it, but that's where you're going to see this. Obviously Thursday, and then Friday morning it will be the moon trining. We'll talk about that, Neptune. But you see Mars getting closer and closer, and you're going to really start to feel that square to Neptune, okay? Uranus at 27 degrees is getting ready to go retrograde in September, Virgo season, before Libra season. And then Jupiter is now at 18 degrees, okay? So Jupiter and Gemini, and we're still dealing with the nodes, okay? So don't forget, we're still at 7 degrees, and you see Ceres got us a harvest still at the 7 degrees. So we're still dealing with this I versus we in terms of like, we the people want to be able to farm and don't want the government to tell us what to eat, how we should eat, or to restrict our growing of food, right? And that's something that RFK Jr. addressed, and we see it here cosmically in the charts, okay? So think about what food corps you're building, the farmers markets you're building, who you're connecting to, things like that. That's really crucial on this Thursday. So do some research, gain some knowledge, okay? Venus in Libra is trining Pluto. So this is interesting because this is like really big for dating apps and AI, but also we have to watch out. We're being deceived with AI in terms of like, crowds for Kamala or crowds for Trump and what's really happening and da 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 and old footage and new footage and So just be mindful that AI is going to play a role even in this election in terms of how we're learning or perceiving information from the candidates. So this Libra moon trining Pluto could give some revelations to how it's already been misused. But Venus and Libra, as a collective energy, we're all going to want relationships. We're all going to be seeking partnerships and harmony and peace and fairness in our marriage. The Venus conjunct the South Node, quite literally, a lot of us could hear from a past love or past relationship or a past business partnership. So just be open, and I would say if it's in the past, keep it in the past. But just make sure if they're trying to come back in your life, even for a friendship or family member, that it's authentically harmonious and peaceful, and that they are requesting forgiveness and really change. Don't just blindly take people back. The South Node is letting you know it has to be spiritually harmonious and peaceful to you, and really fair, not out of balance. Libra's never 50-50, but 51-49. You don't want it 70-30, 60-40, not even that, 80-20, especially if it's someone that's done you wrong, okay? So, yeah. But this Lilith is also in the T-square, right, in Virgo with Jupiter and Saturn. So that's kind of interesting in terms of our intuition, our beliefs, and how we're restricted. So that's going to be probably around the communications around health, nutrition, big pharma, pharmaceuticals, drug, all that stuff. But even borders, okay? The border is a hot button topic, but I think we can all agree that things have gotten too far out of hand. And why is our government giving so many benefits to people who aren't citizens? And I'm always pro-immigration in the right way, but because I don't even think we should have borders, but because we do and we have laws, like it's not fair that somebody comes over here from, I don't know, Nicaragua, from Ukraine or wherever, and all of a sudden they're getting food, financial benefits, home, stipends, like all this stuff that our regular citizens aren't getting. They're war veterans. We don't even do this for our veterans or homeless people or single mothers or people who are, sexually abused and drugs and trafficked. I mean, come on, like Lord, there's a lot going on, y'all. So, Jupiter, stay active, but that T-square is deep. And this Cancer moon will finish up, like I said, at around 22 and then 23 degrees. So it'll really be like at 29. So it's going to go into Leo maybe earlier than 4. Could be like a little bit right after 2 p.m. Eastern. All right. So we'll see how that looks for Friday. But enjoy the Astro-Weather week. Definitely reach out. Virgos, take advantage of the birth chart sale. All my services. Black Moon Lilith Chiron audio chart reading, $71. Really to learn how to work with your rejection, your tribe, your childhood wounds, everything. All right. I love you. Eric Taylor, BigEAstro. And happy birthday, Michael Jackson. Right. Toy Taylor, Hal Tutters, Teeters. R.I.P. Hal. And Michael Jackson. He's always still the king of pop. I don't want to hear about Chris Brown, Usher, Beyonce, Timberlake. None of them people are Michael Jackson. Come on, y'all. Let's stop it. Michael surpasses Elvis and the Beatles. Nobody had the influence that Mike had. Okay? Nobody. Astro-Weather week. BigEAstro. Yo, that's it. The Astro-Weather week. Eric Taylor, BigEAstro. Email me to take advantage of the birth chart sale. Virgos 105-204, Virgo Sun Moon Rising. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. And, I wish you guys the best. This is going to be a great week. We're dealing with the Gemini Cancer moon, the Leo Virgo moon weekend. I got a big weekend. Send your boy some healing energy, private, inspirational, supportive energy. I will receive it graciously and with gratitude. I know the conference is going to be amazing. I'm going to meet a lot of amazing people. I'm already starting to connect with new people, especially some people from Hawaii. The near-death experience community is vast and strong, and I'm just in gratitude to be a part of IAMS. I'm a member now, and just to interview amazing women like Betty Guadagno and Kimberly Braun and Elle Suramaga, NDEs. They're obviously near and dear to my heart. And I probably will start to get more people in the NDE community on the podcast. Never thought that would be part of it, but you just kind of go with spirit and where you get led and guided. And I'm definitely going to interview and have myself as a podcast guest and share my story and my truth on my own podcast for the 3rd year anniversary. I love you. Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. All right? Astro-Weather Week, August 26th, 27th, 28th. Pew.